Hey guys, NeoTanner here, and here's the shit that Chris and Andy did last week.
Look at me, Joe. Look at these abs. You got these abs? Nobody's got these abs. I got these abs.
I got these abs. Look at me.
Alright, welcome back, and we're playing Streets of Rage. And we're not talking about anything, because we ran out of things.
We're okay. We're tired. I don't want to make excuses.
This guy is just sort of like creeping up on me with a knife. He did.
We're tired. It's early. Well, it's actually not early anymore.
It's always early.
Oh, well, it's afternoon.
You don't know what noon is.
It's 12 p.m.
Where?
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's always it's afternoon everywhere at all times, which is kind of true, isn't it?
No, I just mean that noon is 12 o'clock no matter where you are in the world. 12 p.m. is noon.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it is currently noon after. Man, this is riveting.
Science yet again. So I guess I'll talk about the tricycle incident.
Okay.
All right. So I used to work at a major retailer that sold children's goods, which was a lot of fun to work at. So me and my buddy, well, I'll call him Ruby because nobody else. He'll be okay with this. So it gets to the point where like after Christmas, we sell children's stuff, and there'd be like nothing, and then all of a sudden like summer would come around, and there would be like so many things in the store. So we'd just get truck after truck after truck after truck after truck, and we'd have to like store it somewhere, but like there's no room. There's just more stuff than there is like space in the store. So we got to this point where like we had to run like a two-man night crew. So it was just myself and my buddy Ruby, and all we did, we'd just basically shovel merch around. We'd be throwing boxes all over the place. So one day, it's the middle of the night. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. We're moving like stuff from downstairs in the truck bay to the upstairs area so we can put some stuff away in the storehouse. Now this is like a really rickety old freight elevator that like we're not supposed to ride in, but we would, because we're the only people there. And so basically there's like controls on the inside, but it's like the guy just fell on me. So there's controls to move the elevator up, but it's not licensed for like operators anymore. Like it's broken. The thing would break all the time, and it had like this issue where like if a door wasn't closed properly, like it just wouldn't work. So we had the brilliant idea of just the two of us. There's nobody else in the store, and we're like in an elevator shaft, so you can't get cell phone reception. So we go into this fella do too, right?
Okay.
We pack this thing up like completely full, and the two of us get in it, and we're like, it's the middle of the night, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. So we get like halfway up the elevator, and it breaks. So the two of us are locked in this elevator shaft in the middle of the night, and like we're basically stuck here, and we can't even like call for help because we're in an elevator, and if we could call for help, like, we'd have to, like, basically explain ourselves. Like, what were you doing in the elevator you're not allowed to be in? So, here we are, we're like, how do we... So we're, like, starting to, like, pry these doors open. And it's not, like, typical elevator doors. They have, like, fire doors that are, like, they just they swing open. So, like, they lock in place, but, like, of course, this thing's old and rickety and busted. So, like, the bottom on the upper floor kind of pries open a little bit. And again, like I've said, I'm a big guy, but like Ruby's tiny. He's like really in shape, and so like he basically I hoist him up, and we're like shoving him through like a 6-inch crack in the door that we're like prying the door open with, and we get out. Like he gets out, and we try to do something. Like okay, try to get the elevator to work, and it won't work. And I'm basically just like locked in this thing. And so again, I'm a big guy, and now I like before like I'm trying to like struggle and like climb up this like I gotta climb up like 4 feet like straight up and like squeeze through a door that is like it's like 6 inches wide and it's only like prying on one side, and I'm just like squeezing through. Like, oh God, why? What is going on? I finally get through the door, and of course the elevator just suddenly decides to work. I'm like, great. So yeah, the damn thing just works like after all the events are done. It's just like, okay. So the two of us, we finally we call this the tricycle incident because we never speak of it. Like, we don't speak of it to anybody. So, but it's like this inside joke. We're like, you remember the tricycle incident? So, because it has no relation to this elevator situation. Yeah.
I was waiting for.
Yeah,
like the tricycle.
Where's the tricycle?
When the tricycles show up? I pay for tricycles.
Oh yeah. So that's my tricycle incident story.
Yeah.
I think it's not so funny.
Like you had to be there.
Yeah, I think so. Like it's one of those things where you're just like, this fat guy squeezing through an elevator door. And if you knew the doors, like like they're just these fire doors. Like they're very much like they're not like an elevator door where you can just like sort of pry them to the side. They don't slide open. They're just like regular doors, big steel doors, and they lock on both the top and the bottom. Only this one side was a little bit busted. That was fun. That's something to do. Give me all the meat. You get the other meat.
Alright.
You need it.
Did you fall off your bike a lot when you were younger? Speaking of tricycles, I suppose.
Not really, no.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I actually didn't fall off my bike that much when I was young. I fell off my bike when I got like older, because it was when I was older and I was more, I mean, like in my teens, and I was more confident. I did stupider things, and that leads to injury. I mean, like you don't do too much stupid stuff when you're like 7. You're like, I don't know. Well, I didn't anyway. I always played it safe. But yeah, once I got older, yeah, I did stupid stuff all the time, and I fell a lot. That's why I threw the bike that I threw off the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, was that recorded or was that in Crime Fighters?
It might have been in Crime Fighters.
Well, I threw a bike off a bridge twice. The same bike.
Unfortunately, guys, Crime Fighters. Well, maybe we'll do that again. We lost the audio.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't... whatever. Yeah, it's gone. That's all that needs to be said. So anyway, bike falling off. I broke... That's the thing. Like, I had my own bike, right? But it kept breaking. It was under warranty, so they kept fixing it, and it just kept breaking. So I eventually... I just started borrowing other people's bikes. Like friends' parents' bikes, whatever, that they never drove. Ooh, don't want to take that. But like, what was it? I rode a bike down a hill, right? And I was like, that was so fun that I want to do it again. And the second time I went down, there was a massive hole and like
that totally reminds me of another story.
Okay, there was like a massive hole and like a little like with one of those sewer grates that like come up. So the bike hit that, and I flew. I don't know. I probably soared majestically through the air for like at least 6 feet, and then I landed on my head and slid for probably another 5 feet. Mm-hmm. And of course, asshole friend, what was his name? White John. I hope that wasn't in Crime Fighters. But
it might have been.
White John just, laughed at me. It's okay to laugh once you confirm that your friend is alright, but he never did that. I was just down. I was like, I'm just gonna lie here for a while.
Hey, you okay? Yeah.
Well, exactly. Now, I never got any serious injuries, though. I mean, I probably should have died several times, but I never. I always walked away from it. So yeah, I landed on my head there. There's another time. Okay, you know those like those signs, like those black ones that you slide the letters into. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, one of those was tipped over on the side of the road, so it looked like a ramp, right? So I was like, yo, I'm gonna ride over this.
Yeah, those are the great ones you can vandalize them if you get like a whole bunch of letters.
Oh, totally, dude. I have a picture of the Licks one that said like large fries and poo, or is that something? Large fries and poo made me laugh. But yeah, I tried riding over one of those, but unfortunately it was on grass, right? So like I couldn't even get up any speed. I was like riding very slowly is what I'm acting out here. And then I just like I got zero air. It was just like up and straight down on my head again. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
I need my foot space.
No, give me your foot space. let me play with your foot. What's wrong? You don't like footsies?
Not with you.
Why?
I'm
good at it.
Same thing with the Adam story in the hotel. Maybe if it was like a hot dude getting all naked in front of me.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate not being called a hot dude.
Yeah.
I ain't no hot dude. I'm a bad dude. Get your meat. Get your meat. I love that this game is one of the classic ones. You're like, hey man, you found street meat.
It's cooked roast beef.
I know. It's just like it's hiding out in an event on a boat. Yeah. It sounds perfectly legit.
Or sometimes in a garbage can, sometimes in like an oil drum for some reason. I don't trust apples from oil drums.
That's alright, because you know what? Show's over.
Alright.
Do you remember like when like the mini scooters came out? Like the little foldable like aluminum jobbies?
I was a little old for those. But...
Yeah, I was probably too old for them too, but I used them anyways.
I think I remember.
Okay, so when they came out, like they were like the rage. Like, you gotta have these mini scooters. You gotta ride them. So I used to ride one all over the place. Like I'd ride it, all around downtown Toronto and stuff because I'm a loser. So so I just like I have this thing where I don't know why, but I'm not afraid of going down hills, and I really should be.